Face the winner of North Middlesex and Medfield.
Oh, okay.
And they'll be on the road for Somerville. Yep.
As soon as possible,
Right.
There it is.
Right.
Hello and welcome to Somerville Highlander Playoff Hockey on Somerville Ed TV. I'm Todd Harmon. Tyler Orrego will be joining us as the action goes on, as he is on the road heading here to Pirelli Veterans Arena, where the Highlanders will take on the number 2 seeded Medfield Warriors tonight here at Pirelli Arena. We are about to get underway here on Somerville Ed TV as Medfield comes in, the number 2 ranked team in Division 3. They are 18-1-1. That one loss was to Nauset, who is the number 1 team in Division 3. Highlanders, of course, come in 10-10 on the season, come off that big victory over Assabet Valley, as Casesso got the game-winning goal. DeAngelis with 2 assists in that one. Tim Jones as well, a big night for that senior, as he got a goal and assisted on the game winner. That one tipped in by Shane Doe, set aside by Charlie Duggar. We will get to know these Medfield players throughout the night. Right there's number 5, Joey Nee, as he gets it into the area to Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy sends it into the slot, cleared away by Casesso, but it will go down as an icing as it went all the way down. Face-off comes back to the Highlanders end. Highlanders, of course, have Damian Jackson in goal, coming off a strong performance against Assabet Valley, as he had 25 saves in that contest. Face-off here to the right of the Highlander goal. One back to Ben Lusby. Lusby, one of the best defensive players in Division 3. He was the conference all-star MVP for the Tri-Valley Conference. As that one shot in towards Jackson, and Damian able to glove it and hold on, as the angle shot taken there by Jack Gwaltney. Highlanders will have the face-off in their end. Tim Jones in to take this one against John Sanderson. As Sanderson wins that one, fired in, deflected wide by a Highlander. I believe Ben DiCarlo got that one. Now it's back in behind the net as Tim Jones tries to clear it away. On the far boards, Antonelli has it. Cycled back deeper by Medfield. As that one fired towards the net. Wide, though, on the attempt. Forecheck here. Gets it near the goal. Out. Puck is free right in front of the crease there. Shaughnessy, Sanderson trying to get in there on it. Sanderson got a stick, but I believe Damian Jackson was able to hold on. As you will see, Medfield will start their offense a lot from the point. Some of their highest scorers come from the defensive position, as Nick Dacios, as well as Ben Lusby. Very, very able offensive defensive players. That draw won by the Highlanders as DeAngelis wins it, picks up the puck, but loses it on the forecheck. As Blake has it now, he comes around behind the Highlander net. Shane Doe meets him there, tries to clear it out. Hardeman there to help for Medfield. As Timmy tried to clear that one, or I should say, Braden Hart tried to clear that one away, but held on to. Now they get it back to the point where Cragen will bring it in, and Cragen takes the shot and scores. As Jake Cragen comes away with the goal to open the scoring tonight. As the defenseman pinched down and fired off the wrister over the stick side of Jackson for the goal. Now face off back in neutral ice here. Back into the Highlander offensive zone. As that puck picked up by Seamus Foley, but unable to clear. Cragen sends it over to the far near boards. O'Shaughnessy, I should say there. Now Dixon gets it. Dixon, a young freshman, leading scorer for this team.
Go.
Highlanders looking to clear it out of the zone. Hart tried to clear it. It bounced off of a Medfield player, but they were able to get it out. Now Casesso will control into the attacking zone. Fires that one in, and the senior Charlie Duggar easily gloves that one. Had an eye on it the entire time. Face-off will stay in the Medfield zone. Medfield, over the past 3 years, they have lost in the Elite Eight, as they were the number 3 seed 2 years ago, the number 10 seed last year. In both cases, they lost in the Elite Eight. So we know Medfield wants to get further and get to that Final Four of the state playoffs. As the Highlander forecheck trying to get back into control of the puck, but Gwaltney will carry it out. As Gwaltney fires that one in, the right blocker of Jackson takes care of that. As the Warriors control, coming out, kick it to the point. Shot in there from the point by Kane. Kicked aside by Jackson. Now Tim Jones behind the net, trying to get control of that puck. Nice work done by the opposite number 10, Matty Dixon, as he takes it away. Now Dixon behind the net, setting up camp there, sends it out to Lusby. Lusby fires that one in. He's so dangerous, gets such velocity on his shots. That one did go wide, as Jones will knock this one out for the Highlanders, and it will go all the way down for the icing, as the face-off will stay in the Highlander end. 11:29 remaining here in the first period. Highlanders trailing 1-0. As Jack Blake in against DeAngelis. Matty D able to get that win, but the Highlanders now will control out of their end. Casesso has it in neutral ice. Dumps it into the attacking zone. DeAngelis keeps it in at the point to Casesso. His shot wide to the left. Now Braden Hart, he will keep that in. Casesso will pick it up. He shoots that one, and that one's gloved and held on to by Duggar. Face-off will stay in the Warriors' end. As Medfield in the face-off circle, matching up against Matt DeAngelis. They've got Joey Nee now. Nee able to get the victory there on the face-off. But the Highlanders on the forecheck, Braden Hart able to take it away. Now DeAngelis trying to get control, and he will behind the net. Hand is up. His knee is going to be whistled for the trip. Highlanders will get the power play, as they will be first to the man advantage this evening. 10:54 remaining here in the first period. Highlanders will go on the man advantage. As Nee will get into the penalty box. Now Tim Jones in the face-off circle for the Highlanders, as they will have the man advantage here for 2 minutes. See if they can cash this in, get back equal with this Medfield team. Highlanders dump it in by Shane Doe, tipped by Tim Jones, but came off the blocker of Duggar. Now that one's going to be cleared out by Medfield. And the forecheck very aggressive here for Medfield as they get down into the Highlander end. Foley gives it to Casesso. Casesso carrying through neutral ice, cross ice pass looking for Doe. Doe will dump this one in. Casesso will chase it near boards. He cycles it down deeper. Tim Jones behind the net. Fires that one out into the slot. Nobody home for the Highlanders, and it's a race down the other end as Foley will win that one. Gets it over near boards to Doe. Casesso drops it off to DeAngelis as he's got speed through neutral ice. He will fire the shot, and Duggar once again just easily gloving that one as he takes it right out of the air. Highlanders man advantage for 1 minute 7 seconds more as they are on the power play with 10 minutes remaining here in the first period, trailing 1-0 after that goal by Jake Cragen. DeAngelis in the face-off circle against Sanderson. Or strike that Antonelli was in the face-off circle. So Kyle getting somewhere in the circle, and the Highlanders able to cycle it deeper to Hart. Hart into the slot. Antonelli tried to get the stick on it and redirect it, but wasn't able to keep it towards the net. Good job there by Candelino as he's able to fight off the check and get control of the puck. They send it forward to Ben DiCarlo. DiCarlo got the touch. Antonelli follows it in. He's looking to pass to the slot, but right there, Sanderson clears it away. Good job holding his ground by Foley in neutral ice, getting it back in. There's Antonelli with the shot. Duggar has to knock that down. Rebound came knocked away to the side. Now, breaking in is Dixon. Matty Dixon taken down to the ice. Good hit there by the Highlanders. Another good job by Pasquale Candelino. Now Tim Jones picks it up on the far side. 5 seconds remaining in the man advantage. Poked back into the area by Sanderson. Nice poke check there. And the whistle will sound. Highlander power play is over. Penalty effectively killed by Medfield. As the faceoff will come outside the Highlander zone. Nee and DeAngelis. As Casesso will pick up the win from DeAngelis. Tries to pass it forward to Matty, but stolen away as Shaughnessy is in. Good stick there by Casesso as he's able to block that shot. Shaughnessy picks it up, though. Stolen right away from him by Matt DeAngelis. DeAngelis has speed, gives off to Braden Hart. Hart fires that one towards the goal. Duggar will stick it aside. Now here on the near side boards. High puck held in at the point by Shane Doe as he just barely is able to keep that in. But DeAngelis able to get it right back into the zone, fires it. Duggar with the blade of the stick sends it aside. Casesso forced them to cycle it back. That puck will go all the way down. Nobody touched it through neutral ice, so the icing will be called. Face-off will come back to the Medfield end. 8:06 remaining here in the first period. Highlanders trailing 1-0. As Cragen with the goal for Medfield. Face-off here in the Medfield end. Highlanders battling for it there as Tim Jones kept it in place. DiCarlo cycles it deeper. Picked up here near boards, cleared out, but no, Doe kept it in. Excellent job by Shane Doe. As Jones tried to send it through the slot. Good job by Hardiman as he knocked it away. And Medfield able to clear the zone. Doe fires that one back in, and it's gloved down by Duggar, and he will cover as Ben DiCarlo was coming in strong from the right side. Don't forget, here on Somerville Ed TV, we will have spring athletics coming. I know there's another cold streak coming up over the weekend, but spring athletics are coming. We're going to have coverage of boys and girls lacrosse, as well as boys volleyball, as well as baseball and softball. So make sure you have liked, shared, subscribed, mash those buttons for us. Make sure you're signing up for notifications, and you know when these live broadcasts are happening as well. As the Highlanders get control of the puck after the faceoff, set back in by Foley. Now mid-boards, Medfield out to the point, held on to by Candelino as he sends it back in. Now Hart picks it up, avoids the check, sends that one in behind the net. Battling around back there, Sanderson will come out with it as Hart misses the check there. Sanderson reverses and brings it out. She's getting speed through neutral ice, avoids the poke from DeAngelis. Dumps that one in and chases it down himself. So he sends it back behind the net, but DeAngelis is able to steal that one away. Sends it all the way down ice. Duggar lets it go on by as he judged that correctly and is able to get the icing call as the faceoff will end up back in the Highlander zone. 6:54 remaining here in the first period. Highlanders trailing by a goal. Tim Jones in the faceoff circle against Nee. Nee able to get that win. Sent it through the slot clean. Puck kept in at the point. Highlanders able to get it out as Tim Jones poked it out. Now Medfield looking to control. As Jones tries to get there on the forecheck. Ends up with Foley on Foley's stick as he sends it forward. Now Medfield will pick it up. Controlled by Luke Dixon. Sent forward into the Highlander zone. Chased by Shaughnessy and Doe. Doe wins that race as he sends it around the boards and out of the zone. As Dixon gives that off to Nee. Stolen away by Shane Doe. Doe through neutral ice. Off the glass into the area. And it popped up onto the netting. Face-off will come back outside of the Medfield zone. Highlanders got that huge win against Assabet Valley. Have this opportunity as underdogs. You can call it a puncher's chance is what they have. But when you've got people like the 100-point career scorers, Chris Casesso and Matt DeAngelis, those punches can come quickly. So we'll see if the Highlanders can get their offense going here as they've had some opportunities already against Duggar. As this into the far corner. Highlanders will keep it in the zone as that's sent in by DeAngelis. Casesso tries to chase it down, but it's cleared out by Hardiman. As Hardiman sends it towards the Highlander zone. Picked up there by Breslin. Highlanders will be able to clear the zone. Nice job by Doe as he goes diagonally through neutral ice. Now Medfield setting up their attack again. Casesso sent to the ice by Hardiman. Carried in now by Lusby. Lusby fires that shot. Shane Doe able to block it. It's 5:16 remaining here in the first period. Face off Tim Jones and Sanderson. Sanderson won that back to the point. The shot goes wide to the near side. Now collecting it behind the net is Dixon as he sends it back to the point, where Cragen sends it back to Dixon. Now coming out from behind the net, Gwalton, he puts it right out front for Sanderson. Sanderson's shot goes wide, and right on the doorstep was Gwaltney, and he was denied. Now the Highlanders trying to get speed out of the zone as Ben DiCarlo got it out. Kept in there, and that'll be an offsides on the hand pass. Offsides or a hand pass, you could pick whichever one you wanted. Hand pass was the indicator, so we will go with that. Face-off now back into the Warriors zone as DeAngelis in the face-off circle. So Highlanders have generated some good offense, had some opportunities against Duggar, but no real great scoring opportunities. As Medfield's so strong defensively. That one able to get by Doe at the point. Fast down ice is Dixon. Great job by Foley as he blocked that pass looking for the slot. Now Shaughnessy picks it up in the corner, gives it to Nee. Nee drops it off there. Shaughnessy cycling into the slot. They get it back to Lusby at the point. He fires that one wide. Now picked up by Dixon. So the freshman cycles it deeper. Shaughnessy out to Lusby. Lusby fires that one in, blocked by Shane Doe. As Doe got it off his skates. Now still out the point around. Nee will pick it up from behind the net. As he cycles it back deeper, DeAngelis battling there with Shaughnessy trying to get the puck away. As Dixon will come out with it. back out to the point, saved back in. And Medfield continues grinding here in the Highlanders' end. As they continue cycling around, Shaughnessy takes that shot, blocked by DeAngelis. Back to the point. As they get it to Dixon, now Lusby. Dangerous shooter is Lusby, as that one bounced off a skater, I believe, or maybe bounced off of one of the defensive or offensive skaters on the far side of the goal and through the crease area, but did not get into the goal. As Damian Jackson went down hard on that play to the ice surface, checked on by the referees. Looks like he will be fine. Face-off stays in the Highlander end. Tim Jones will take this one, matching up with Jack Blake. You see the depth of the Medfield team. The Warriors run 3 lines deep easily, can go to a 4th if they choose to. Highlanders working on basically 2 lines. So the physical conditioning so important for the Highlanders as this faceoff comes back to the Highlander end. 3:16 remaining here in the first period. Highlanders trailing by 1 after the goal by Cragen. Their defense has been solid, and Damian Jackson has done well in the net thus far for the Highlanders. As that one picked up by Breslin. That one fired in, knocked aside, and dumped out there by Ben DiCarlo, but it's going to come back to the Highlander end. As the icing is the call. Highlanders continue to just weather the storm of this grinding offense. They're doing a really good job keeping the Warriors out of the shooting lanes thus far. But the Warriors, very experienced, very, very good team. 11 seniors on this team. Those seniors have been in the playoffs the last 3 years. Of course, the Highlanders have been in the playoffs as well. As DiCarlo will fire this one in, picks it up himself. In the corner, battling for it there, but pulled away by Blake. As Blake will bounce it off the mid-boards into center ice. As Foley tried to poke that one over to Candolino. Very, very dangerous as Hardiman almost got that in to be in alone. Damian Jackson covered it up with a glove after it was back out in front of him. Face-off stays in the Highlander end. 2:35 remaining here in the first period. As the Cragen goal, the only goal, Cragen basically pinching down from his near side defensive point position. Now Doe in the corner, cycles it around, trying to get it out. Sent right back down by Cragen. As now DeAngelis off the glass and came off the netting as well. So the face-off will stay in the Highlander end as they continue to struggle to get the puck out of their end. Medfield, again, very experienced, very, very patient with the puck, looking for what shots they want. Sanderson in the face-off circle against DeAngelis, and Sanderson with the win. Hart tried to poke that one away. The shot comes in from the point. Jackson was able to stop it. The Highlanders able to clear that one out, but once again it will be icing as Doe had sent it down. Nobody touched it in neutral ice. So the face-off comes back to the Highlander end. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the period. As the Highlanders come in as the number 31 seed, battling very tightly here against number 2 Medfield. Sanderson once again wins that one to the point, fired in there and gloved by Jackson as Matty Dixon fired that one in. The elder of the 2 Dixons. Luke Dixon, number 6, his younger brother, leading scorer on the team as a freshman. DeAngelis able to win that one for the Highlanders as Casesso tries to clear it out. Gets it to DeAngelis, who's trying to get through neutral ice, but is unable to. As that puck sent back in by the Warriors. Now Doe will pick it up behind the net after Jackson teed it up. Held in at the point by Cragen as he did an excellent job there. Puck sent around mid-boards, Casesso, and he will get it by Cragen. But then right there, sending it right back down is Lusby. Such defensive synchronicity you see here for the Warriors. Their experience, they know what they're doing. They know where they are on the ice. And they know where everybody else is on the ice for them as well. As Doe battling there with Dixon. Dixon gets away with it, and he fires it out from behind the net. Pinching down is Cragen as he cycles it deeper. There's Dixon with the puck behind the net. So they try to set it into the slot. That puck sent towards the net as Jackson lays down to glove it and hold on. Face-off stays in the Highlander end. Looked like Dixon and Casesso exchanging pleasantries after the whistle. Just over a minute remaining here in the first period. Islanders need to get this puck out of their zone. It's Tim Jones in the face-off circle. That one won it, posted by Shaughnessy as he hit the near post with that one off the face-off. That puck sent him by knee. Tough angle there, just trying to basically deflect it off the goalie Jackson and get it into the net. Jackson able to contain it though, gloves it and holds on. Now Knee and Jones in the face-off circle. As Jones able to win this one back. Foley along the boards, able to cycle it further. Candelino looks to clear, and he does as he clears it all the way down ice though. And that gets through neutral ice. Face-off will come back to the Highlander end. Highlanders content in these situations to get the puck out of their zone. Would love to be able to control the puck through the neutral ice though. They had some good moments of attack earlier this period, but Medfield has just tightened the vise here and grinding them down as this one kept in at the point by Mix. Sent around the boards. There's Shaughnessy with it as he pins it up against the boards. As Foley and Shaughnessy still with it pinned, DeAngelis tries to dig it out, and he does, and he's sent down immediately by Luke Dixon. Now DeAngelis gets it taken away there as he wasn't able to get out of the zone. Sanders, or I should say Shaughnessy with the shot, and Jackson will hold on. 7.4 seconds remaining here in the period as the Medfield Warriors, number 2 in the state, just continue to grind. Islanders finding it hard to get it out of their end. Knee and DeAngelis, and Knee wins that one, shovels it through the crease, nobody home. As that will do it here for the first period, as Medfield controlled possession in the Highlander end throughout that period. Very few scoring chances for the Highlanders. However, the Highlanders come away trailing only 1-0. And as my partner in crime, Tyler Orrego, who will be here very soon, likes to say, that's just one shot away. Tyler may not be here. But Tyler will not be here tonight. I am now being told that Tyler will not be here tonight, which is very sad to hear. He's going to miss more exciting hockey as we are about ready to have a second period coming to you here live on Somerville Ed TV from Pirelli Arena. It is Highlander playoff hockey as they trail by 1 going to the second period. back here for Highlander playoff action from Pirelli Veterans Arena, high above, might I say, the ice surface here at Pirelli Veterans Arena, up in the crow's nest. I hope you're enjoying the angle. Highlanders trailing this one 1-0 as Cragen got the goal. Young defenseman Jake Cragen pinched in from the point and got one by Damian Jackson. First period dominated possession-wise by Medfield, but the Highlanders only down by 1 as Casesso fires that one in, and the Highlanders starts things here in the second period. Todd Harmon here on Somerville. Ed GV with this broadcast for you from Pirelli Arena as Medfield, the number 2 team in the state, chasing that one down. Face-off will come back to the Warriors' end as the icing is the call. Highlanders throughout that first period were kept in their zone, had a hard time getting it out of their own defensive zone, iced the puck several times, however, only allowed the 1 goal. And when you have offensive talent like Chris Casesso and Matty DeAngelis, that 1 goal disadvantage can be eliminated quickly. Now Medfield looking to add to that, though, as Dixon with a nice move there, and Foley sends him into the boards for his trouble. As Dixon sent that pass across, Shane Doe picked it up. Dixon was sent into the boards by Foley as Dixon stays down on the ice surface. Fans here at Pirelli Arena not happy as Chris Casesso speaking to the official. Dixon up, the young freshman leading scorer for this team, heads over to the bench area after that hard Foley hit. Clean hit into the boards by Foley. As the Medfield players and fans taking exception to it, face-off will come outside of the Highlander zone, and we will get back underway as it's 14:20 remaining here in the second period. 1 goal lead for the Medfield Warriors as they have it mid-boards, sent up to the point. That one fired in as Lusby gets so much velocity. That one was deflected wide. Now chasing it down is Gwaltney as he puts it up into the crease and put into the goal. As Gwaltney, instead of going around behind the net, as they had been doing throughout the first period, gave it to his awaiting teammate Sanderson, who dropped it right into the net. As Sanderson gives the Warriors the 2-0 lead on that short side goal. So the Highlanders need to get their offense working here as Matt DeAngelis doing his best to make that happen as he gets it into the Warrior zone. Now Sanderson will cycle it back, trying to get it cleared out. Unable to clear, it was Kane. Now that time they are able to clear, and now Dixon chasing that one in. The icing will be the call as Dixon unable to get the touch on it in neutral ice. So the face-off comes back to the Medfield zone. Medfield now leading by 2 after that goal by Sanderson. So the Highlanders need to figure out a way to keep their offensive attack going. As DeAngelis in the face-off circle against Dixon. Or strike that Sanderson, the goal scorer. And Cragen will send that one around behind the net. Dixon lets it go out of the zone. Candolino sends it back towards the Warriors zone. DeAngelis and Casesso battling there along the boards. Casesso had it in for a sec. Now Dixon takes it in neutral ice. Candolino will send it back out of the Highlander zone. Shane Doe picks it up. Pass to DeAngelis to center ice. DeAngelis sends it into the zone. Casesso will chase it. As Tassios was able to clear that one out. Now Sanderson into the Highlander zone, chases it down into the corner. DeAngelis with the check there. And Casesso will pick up the puck. He's got speed through neutral ice as he is worked off the puck there, but able to dump it deeper. He will check him across on the far boards. Antonelli, though, got the puck taken away. And now Dixon into the attacking zone. His shot blocked there by Candelino. As they work it behind the net once again, Gwaltney trying to drop it in front of the net. Didn't find anybody there. They're coming through the slot. Big hit there as Breslin took Candelino into the boards. Puck into the crease there. Fired wide. Jackson's lost his stick. It's down at his skates. They fire this one as Candelino there using his glove as well, and Jackson ends up with it. As Jackson points out, the net's been off the moorings for a while, gentlemen. 11:57 remaining in the second period. Highlanders trail by 2. As Jones in the face-off circle. And Medfield able to control as Hardiman has it behind the net. Gets it back to the point where Kane loses it to Antonelli, but then doesn't allow Antonelli to get away. And so they're able to keep it in. Now an opportunity here as DiCarlo is out ahead. And the high stick play is the call. As Candelino tried to settle that fluttering high puck with his stick, and is going to be called for addressing that high puck. Face-off comes back down to the Highlander end. As you see, a strategy there developing for the Highlanders, trying to sneak somebody out to get a break, get in on Duggar, I should say, and try to get cut into this lead as Casesso with speed sends it across the crease. Big hit there on Casesso as he's slow to get up. Lusby with the huge hit there. Again, clean hit, no doubt about it, as Casesso sent that puck across the crease. Lusby made sure he paid the physical price. 16 I should say, remaining here in the second period. Warriors up 2-0 as the physicality getting ratcheted up here. Playoff hockey here on Somerville Ed TV. It's Tim Jones in the face-off circle against Knee. Wins it back for a moment, but there the Warriors taking the control. As the slapper from the point is blocked by Doe. As DiCarlo using his speed, trying to get up ice. Antonelli will have a shot. He'll fire that one in, and Duggar is able to make the stop. As Duggan gets the puck and holds on. Face-off stays here in the Warriors zone. Highlanders need to work on trying to keep some sort of consistent attack down here in the Warriors zone. As Tim Jones looks to win this one, it's won by Knee, though, for the Warriors. As they will pick that up far boards, that's Dixon. Highlanders look to keep it in, but there's speed going through his Mix, as Mix's shot gets blocked by Candelino. Now Candelino picks up the puck, and he's got a little ice in front of him. He'll dump that into the attacking zone. As Dacios skating behind the net, avoiding Antonelli there. DeAngelis comes in with the forecheck and is able to get it away for a moment. As Antonelli, before he leaves the ice, cycles it in deeper. Now DeAngelis fights off the check, comes away with the puck. He's trying to get out into the slot to turn and wasn't quite able to. Marco Luis out on the ice with him as well. Number 2, his first action tonight. So Highlanders will have to go deep into their bench. You see how deep Medfield goes. as they have 3 to 4 very capable offensive lines. Highlanders dealing with two very talented lines, but only 2 lines. It's critical that they find some folks on their bench to help spell their talent. It's Casesso, after taking that big hit, not on this shift. Marco Luis has been brought out onto the ice. That one dumped into the Medfield end for just a second. Now they're back out on the attack. As Sanderson scored the second goal. Controls back behind the net. Gives it off to Dixon. As Matty Dixon sets up camp. Fires that one. As Sanderson was waiting for it. And there was Damian Jackson right there to hold on to that puck as he was surrounded by Warriors and was able to keep any rebound from coming out. Now Tim Jones taking this draw for the Highlanders. Sanderson will get the win on that one. That puck fired wide of the net. As Lusby will chase this one down, DiCarlo right behind him as DiCarlo mucking around back there with Sanderson and Lusby. So the Highlanders trying to get control. Antonelli as well. Now Tim Jones. Jones has the chance. He'll fire it towards the net as Duggan sent that our way. Candelino tries to dump that one in. Wasn't quite able to. Doe will bounce it off the glass and get it all the way down ice, but that's going to cross the line into icing. So the face-off will come back to the Highlander end with 9:05 remaining here in the second period. Highlanders trailing by 2 as the number 2 ranked Warriors of Medfield leading 2-0. Winner of this game will go on to face the winner between Linfield and North Middlesex Regional. The numbers 15 and 18 seeds. If Medfield wins, they will be here hosting the winner of that game. As that fired in from the point goes wide to the far side. Pinching in is Dacios as he drops it up behind the net. Dixon out in front of the net, just couldn't quite get control. Strike that Hardiman, couldn't quite get control. Now DeAngelis through neutral ice will dump it in. Casesso back out on the ice surface, will let it go by. Foley will keep it in at the point. Now Casesso sends that one towards the net, deflected, had to be played by Duggan. And now the Warriors send that one down. Icing will be the call, so the face-off will come back to the Warriors' end. Winner of this game, as I mentioned, will play the winner of the 15-18 game, Linfield and North Middlesex Regional. If the Highlanders were to come back and win this game, they will go on the road to either Linfield or North Middlesex. If Medfield holds on to this lead, they will host. As Casesso controls for a moment, Foley keeps it at the point. DeAngelo spins, fires as that goes wide. Now Casesso behind the net tries to get control of the puck, but it's sent away by Medfield. DeAngelis right at the point is able to keep that one in. As Mix will get it behind the net. Picked up and dumped into neutral ice, where Foley will send it back towards the middle. As Doe sends it forward for the Highlanders, but DeAngelis bumped away from it. Picked up by Blake as he carries it in. Good job there by Doe as he pokes it away from Blake, but Blake is able to cycle it deeper. You just see the veteran talent, the knowledge on this team, how patient they are, trying and waiting for their shots. As Foley, a nice job there, gets it around the boards, but Mix at the mid-board sends it back around. Picked up by Dacios as he sends it back. Now Mix at the point will send it back down. Dixon, single touch, goes behind the net. Held in nicely there by Dacios as his backhand will go up high, down deeper. Fired out through the slot. Dacios keeps it in at the point. Shaughnessy has it against the boards. As the puck squirts out behind the net, Doe picks it up. And now Doe with speed through neutral ice as Shane Doe pokes it towards the net. And right at the last minute, Joey Nee was able to come in and clear that one away. Antonelli could not quite keep it in, but Jones sent it in deeper. Now Mix gets his pass partially blocked. Nee will send it into the area, and we have a whistle here. 6:47 remaining here in the second period. Highlanders trailing the number 2 team in the state by 2. As the faceoff will come back to the Highlander zone. And we have, Zach Howe will go for the bench minor on the Highlanders. Too many men on the ice. So now Medfield with the power play. And we see how they set up. They like, whereas they like to begin their even strength from underneath the goal, from behind the goal, they like an umbrella on their power play. As this is out front, knocked in, Damian Jackson was able to keep an eye on it there as it was poked in from behind Candelino, and Jackson controlled. You'll see strategically here what Medfield does is they'll do an umbrella around the outside of the zone, and they will work the perimeter once again with great patience until they find the shot that they want. It's a veteran, knowledgeable, very, very good skating team. That's how you can go through a season 18-1-1. As that slapper right there by Lusby just wide, I think Jackson may have gotten the glove on it. Once again, as they try to get the cross-ice pass, looking for Lusby. Dixon whiffed on that one. They get it behind the net. Gwaltney back out here to the point to Lusby. Lusby, he'll fire that one. Comes off the blocker of Jackson. Kept in by Lusby. He'll fire again. It comes off the glass, off the back of Damian Jackson, and into the net for a goal for Lusby. You hear the chants of MVP as Lusby is the MVP. He was named MVP of their conference. And you can see why with that powerful shot, so powerful, bounces off the glass, off of the back of goaltender Damian Jackson and into the net. Some serious puck luck for the Warriors. They lead 3-0 now as Ben DiCarlo sent to the ice surface. Tim Jones sends that one back across ice. Picked up there by Dixon, as Dixon will send it in. Highlanders trying to clear it out of the zone. And Shaughnessy right there, keeping it in. Got out for a moment, now DiCarlo sends it down. As Kane sends it right back, and that will go for the icing as nobody touched it as it went through neutral ice. Face-off will come back to the Warriors zone. Highlanders now trailing 3-0 after that funky goal by Lusby. DeAngelis will send that one behind the net. Islanders trying to set up some consistent attack, just can't find the way to it right now. Shaughnessy into the zone, gives it off, fired there by Cragen. Cragen already has a goal tonight. Got messed up, knocked away by one of the defenders. Now, Dosios, and the rebound comes out as Dosios began that, and Dixon finishes. As the young freshman Luke Dixon adds to his 19-goal total of the regular season, notches his first of the postseason. And the Highlanders now trail 4-0. DeAngelis trying to get control for the Highlanders. Doe gets it up to Matty D. Hit their knee with the big hit on Shane Doe, and he's going to be whistled. As boarding will be the call on that, or cross-check. I'm not totally sure. I didn't see the signal. Referee's explaining the knee, came in with his elbow, extended out his arm. So the Highlanders will have the man advantage. Highlanders 0 for 1 with the man advantage tonight so far, as the Warriors were able to kill off the lone penalty opportunity the Highlanders had. DeAngelis with speed sends that one through the slot. It goes through clean as nobody could get a stick on it. And Medfield is out. Very dangerous here as Shaughnessy, shorthanded, has the puck. Foley will pick it up, gives it back to Doe, but Doe unable to control, so the Warriors able to send it in. Shaughnessy so aggressive on that forecheck, even shorthanded. Now Foley will carry it out for the Highlanders. Foley dumps that one in, easily handled there by Duggan as he holds on. Face-off will stay in the Warriors in. 1:26 remaining in the Highlander power play. They trail 4-0. As 3 goals have gotten in here in the second period for the Warriors. Chris Casesso tries to control. Doe back at the point, fires that one up, and it hits the top netting. So the face-off will stay in the Warriors zone. 1:20 remaining. So Highlanders just trying to find ways to keep the pressure on, maintain consistent pressure. Charlie Duggan is having a relatively easy game back in between the pipes for the Warriors. As now breaking in is Matty Dixon. As Dixon, he'll skate it on back. You see the experience right there. He did not have an easy open look, so instead he's going to take some time off. Now breaking in, and with a man with him is Sanderson, who drops that off to Lusby, and Lusby gets his second. You see the talent of Ben Lusby as he's picked up his 12th and 13th goals. Leads this team in assists as well from the defensive position. He is the MVP of the Tri-Valley League Small. Medfield, of course, the champions of Tri-Valley League Small. And they are certainly playing like it now with that shorthanded goal by Lusby. Now Foley, as we have interference, is going to be the call. As Tim Jones is going to be sent off for an interference call, as he responded to a check by checking back. So it'll be 4-on-4 hockey for the next 47 seconds. And then Medfield will have the man advantage for 1:10. As that puck cleared away out of the Highlander zone. More open ice here. Could be an advantage for the Highlanders for a moment here. As Dixon, right over top of Pasquale Candelino, or sorry, strike that Ben DiCarlo. As the offsides will be called. 26 seconds remaining in the 4-on-4 hockey. Then there will be a 1:13 of man advantage for Medfield. And then overall right now we have 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes remaining in the period as DeAngelis tried to force that one straight through. He's able to take it away and try to get the attack going. Nice job by Gwaltney as he got the stick to it. Fires that one in, and Jackson's able to send it aside. Kept in at the point by Dacios. Highlanders able to clear it away. 6 seconds remaining in the 4-on-4. Knee about to be out of the penalty box, and he is. Now a 1:10 of man advantage for the Warriors as Gwaltney is in. Gwaltney tries to center, knocked away there by Foley. That blocked by Candelino. And DeAngelis able to clear it out of the zone. 56 seconds remaining in the man advantage. As Braden Hart will come down looking to forecheck a little bit here. Foley in neutral ice. Let that get through. Wisely did not touch. Icing will be the call. Face-off will come back into the Warriors' end. 46 seconds remaining in the man advantage for the Warriors. Highlanders trailing this one 5-0. Medfield, the number 2 team in the state in Division III. 1 loss on the year. They are coming off that loss in this game as they lost to number 1 Nassau. As they try to get it out of the end, comes off the boards. Casesso able to get it in neutral ice. Cleared right away. Now Foley across ice to Doe. Remember, man advantage. The Warriors have it for 25 more seconds. That's sent all the way down ice by Foley. And we're going to have a penalty assessed. As the Highlanders will end up with the man advantage after 19 more seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. As this time it is Lusby into the box for the Warriors. So 4-on-4 here for about 15 more seconds. Casesso to DeAngelis, and Matty D just couldn't quite get the stick on it correctly as he wasn't able to get that wrister lifted up, and Duggan able to control. Highlanders trailing 5-0. Would love to get something on the board here with the man advantage here late in this period as that puck goes into the bench. Face-off will stay in the Warriors' end. 8 seconds remaining in 4-on-4 hockey. Then the Highlanders will have the remainder of the period with the man advantage as Tim Jones ready to come out of the box. DeAngelis in the face-off circle. And he picks it up along the boards. As he fires, that one comes off the skate of Duggan. Casesso keeps it in, sends it towards the slot. Cleared away there by Dixon, but that was played with a high stick. As DeAngelis trading some pleasantries in the corner with young Mr. Dixon. As the officials discuss, Dixon played with the high stick. That was the call. Face-off stays down in the Warriors' end. Highlanders now have the man advantage. Tim Jones, fresh out of the box, is in this face-off circle. Minute 24 remaining in the period. Highlanders with the man advantage through that time as Casesso sends it back. That one sent in by Candelino. Deflected wide by Jones. And Mix is going to be able to get it out, or strike that knee is going to be able to get it out of the zone. As Shane Doe carries it in, and Shane Doe puts it in the back of the net. Highlanders needed some electricity, something to go their way. Shane Doe said, "I'll take care of it," and came skating in and got it past Duggan. Highlanders now trail 5-1. Power play goal there by Doe. So now even strength for the teams for the last minute of the second period. Highlanders looking to carry that excitement from that goal by Doe. As Gwaltney behind the net tries to get it out into the slot. Instead, sent back to the point. Picked up by Dacios. Sent across to Mix. Mix fires that one in. Goes wide. Back to Dacios at the point. Now mid-boards. As Gwaltney almost loses it, cycles it down deeper. There's Dixon. As Dixon battling there. Puck is picked up and sent back to the point. Dacios. He'll fire that one. Sent aside by Doe. As Doe will try to clear this one out, but kept in. Nicely done there by Sanderson. As now Dixon behind the net sends it out to Mix. Mix's shot gets deflected wide by a Highlander stick. Back to the point. Dacios back down mid-boards. Opportunity here for the Highlanders to clear, but they can't quite get it out as Sanderson's able to dig it out and send it deeper, and that's going to do it for the second period of play. as the Highlanders give up 4 goals, one a really funky one to the MVP, Lusby, as it came off the glass and off the back of Damian Jackson. But the Highlanders got some excitement at the end. Shane Doe gets his first postseason goal as the Highlanders cut it to a 4-goal deficit. We will be back with third period action here on Somerville Ed TV. We are back at Pirelli Veterans Arena, high above the ice surface here at Pirelli's Veteran Arena. My name's Todd Harmon. This is Somerville Highlander playoff hockey as the Highlanders trail the number 2 seed Medfield Warriors by the score of 5-1. It was 1-0 at the end of the first period as the Highlanders battled valiantly in that first period, but Medfield controlled the puck, and they were able to take advantage of that control in the second period and their special teams as they had 2 even strength goals as well as a shorthanded goal and a power play goal. But then the Highlanders at the end of the period, Shane Doe on the power play was able to put one home past Charlie Duggan, and that's how we got to 5-1. Ben Lusby, the MVP of the Tri-Valley Conference. 2 goals in the game for him. Highlanders with a big mountain to climb here against the number 2 seeded Medfield Warriors as the Warriors are into the Highlander attacking zone. They try to send that into the slot as Shaughnessy will carry it out. Back to the point where Dacios sends it deeper. And Shaughnessy gets hit there by DeAngelis, and DeAngelis gets it out of the zone. As it's heading down, Mix is going to have to handle it, and he does, as Marco Luis was there. Now Doe pinching in, and the puck gets up into the netting off of Doe's stick. Look to see the Highlanders be more aggressive here offensively. You're going to see Foley and Doe as well as as well as Candelino, I should say, pinching in from their defensive positionings at the point. It's going to be critical that they not allow a breakaway and leave Damian Jackson out on an island. As Braden Hart sent in, it's going to be a power play here for the Warriors after the interference penalty by Hart. So back at the point, once again, special teams for the Warriors. As Dacios gets it over, the shot by Lusby, sent aside by Jackson off the pads. Lusby, that one deflects off Tim Jones. You see Timmy go down. He is hurting right now, but he's a tough one. He's back up, tries to block another one by Lusby. It got through, and Jackson was able to knock it aside as Tim Jones limping over to the bench. Great shift there for Timmy. Hope he's able to come back out, because those were some hard shots from Mr. Lusby. As Lusby sent it all the way around, all the way down ice. DeAngelis is down there. Duggan playing it. DeAngelis with the possible opportunity, but the Warriors able to get it away from him. As Lusby will carry this one up. He will dump it in. Dixon on the near boards, lets it get by. And Dacios will pick it up. Dumped in by Lusby. Mid boards, picked up there by Gwaltney as he'll cycle it deeper. They try to set up camp. Gwaltney with the shot, blockered aside by Jackson. Spin there. You see, once again, Lusby, a nice spin. That one by Dixon. Puck luck again. Comes off the stick of Shane Doe and into the net. As Matty Dixon gets a goal for the Warriors. 6-1 the lead now with 13 minutes remaining in the game. You make your own luck. And the Warriors have made their own luck this evening. It's Tim Jones back on the ice surface taking this face-off. Tough player there, taking 2 shots from Lusby to the ankles. As the backhand there tried to get by from Hardiman. Jackson able to stick it aside. Pinching down now is Cragen. He was the first goal scorer tonight. Sent over to the point. Hart able to take it away. Hart's got DeCarlo with him. Braden will fire that one. It goes up high. Dug in very high in his crease, taking away the angle. Now the puck in neutral ice, battled for. Hart will play it, or Jones, I should say, played it off the boards. Picked up by the Warriors as Cragen will dump it in. Foley mid-boards looking to pick it up. He's met there by Blake, who cycles it deeper. As the Warriors look to pick it up, they succeed in that. They get it back to the point. Cragen once again. And now Shaughnessy gets it down deeper, looking for the give and go, as they weren't quite able to get it back to him there. As DiCarlo, good defense there from Ben DiCarlo. Now knee, he'll fire that one. Goes wide across the goal mouth as it will rebound all the way down ice. Picked up down ice by Braden Kane. Now the Highlanders will get it deep as Shane Doe able to get that one into the zone. But then cleared away quickly by the Warriors. That will go as an icing as the face-off will come back to the Warriors in. 11:27 remaining in the game. Highlanders trailing this one 6-1. Need to get some offensive opportunities if they can. DeAngelis in the face-off circle here. Is Marr and Antonelli. Marr is getting his first time on the ice. He's going to be sent into the circle, and DeAngelis wins that face-off, but wins it past his defenseman. Puck sent down ice. Touched up in neutral ice. No, it was not. Thought for a moment that Dacios got a touch on that. Refs say he did not, so face-off will come back to the Highlander end.
Hey, Howard.
11:15 remaining in the game. As Jackson Howard into the game, seeing some younger players here for the Warriors getting some ice time. Howard gets the win on that faceoff. As they try to get it down low, looking for Shaughnessy. Jackson was able to stop that redirection. Strike that. That wasn't Shaughnessy. That was Sean Foley. Like I said, some Warriors getting ice time who have not been out there yet. Foley also in the face-off circle. Jackson Howard getting his second face-off opportunity as Mix is able to dump that deeper. Chasing around after it is Marr. As they're able to get it out front, Highlanders able to pick it up as Doe bangs it off the glass. Picked up by Candelino as Candelino has speed into the corner. Receives the check there, but comes away with the puck. As he tries to center it back to the point, Foley kicks it deeper. As Antonelli trying to fight to get to the puck past Mix. But they're able to poke it away. Poked deeper by Candelino. Antonelli battling back there, but Mix is able to dump it out. Now Foley. Foley sends it down, gets checked by DeAngelis for his trouble, and that'll be an icing. Face-off will come back to the Warriors zone. Highlanders down by 5. Warriors sending in their 4th and 5th line players now. Actually, at this point in time, they're switching them back out, top line back out there now. As you see Craig and Shaughnessy out there as well. Waltney chasing that puck down ice. Matt Pinero getting his first opportunity on the ice for the Highlanders and cycled it deeper, but the puck from the point fired in, went wide. Here in the near face-off circle, puck sitting there, trying to get free is Braden Hart. Puck is held in for a moment. Jones is able to get it out. Nice work there by Tim. As it comes off the back of Pinero, and it's sent in. Picked up there by Sanderson, and that will be a goal. As Sanderson came out and fired that one right by, strike that. Gwaltney was able to get that. As Gwaltney adds his name to the scoring list, 7-1 is the Highlander deficit as Damian Jackson will head to the bench. Tremendous season for the young sophomore. Look forward to seeing him down the road for the Highlanders as the other young sophomore, Colin Rosas, will come in between the pipes for the Highlanders. Timeout is taken. 9:39 remaining. 6-goal deficit for the Highlanders. As head coach Chris Capazzo gets his troops around him. Talk very quickly about the seniors on this team. Matt DeAngelis, Chris Casesso, the two career 100-point scorers. Just such tremendous leaders on this team, getting the Highlanders to the playoffs 3 straight years, obtaining at this point a 2-2 record in the playoffs. Going to end up probably 2-3 in their postseason career in Somerville, but a career of great accomplishment for DeAngelis, Casesso, Jones, as well as Seamus Foley, those 4 seniors. Just tremendous jobs by those players as they have led this team to 3 straight playoff appearances. Highlanders all give the fist bump to their new goalie, Colin Rosas, as he's between the pipes now. Rosas shared time throughout the season with Damian Jackson. Jackson wound up taking the starting spot late in the season through his performance. However, Rosas, an excellent performer as well, an excellent foundational talent in the net. As Antonelli in the slot couldn't get control. Doe, he scored tonight, tries to get another one, comes off of a defender and up into the netting. As now the clock will roll with the 6-goal lead for Medford. We are in a running clock situation. 9 minutes remaining. Clock rolls during stoppages. DeAngelis in the face-off circle, facing off with Jack Blake. DeAngelis, of course, such a tremendous captain, such a tremendous leader. Over his years, he has acquired well over 100 points. He and his running mate, Chris Casesso, just tremendous players, tremendous careers. You see Timmy Jones out there, number 10, limping on onto the ice. He's taken 2 hard shots from the MVP, Ben Lusby, and he's back out on the ice. And he never left the ice until after his shift in that situation, as a matter of fact. Back into the face-off circle for Tim Jones. That's the gutty leadership you see from these seniors. And you see Foley right there at the point, firing that one in. Deflection knocked aside by Duggan. Foley, an excellent career as well. Just such a stalwart back on the back line as Jones gets it off to DiCarlo. DiCarlo in the corner, cycles it deeper, takes the check. Warriors come away with it as Shaughnessy drops that one back as Dacios lost the puck and lost his edge. Back to the point. Now they've got it back into Dacios, firing as he pinched in, knocked aside by Rosas. Now knee back to Dacios. Dacios mid-boards to Shaughnessy, back down to knee. Knee skates it out mid-boards, drops to Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy gives off as Luke Dixon loses the puck. DiCarlo will send that one up ice, and the icing will be called. 7:15 remaining. Clock rolls as the deficit is 6 here in the 3rd period. Clock will roll through the stoppages. Celebrated this season for Casesso and DeAngelis, their 100 career points. First Highlanders to achieve that feat in well over 10 years. Tremendous work for Casesso and DeAngelis. You look at the fact not only that they were able to score 100 points, but they were able to lead teams all the way into the playoffs to achieve a 2-3 record, I should say, in those 5 playoff games. Excellent job by the leadership of those seniors. You look at the development of these young players like a Shane Doe right there, as he has really developed well. Matt Costa out on the ice surface. Look at Doe. Look at his speed through central ice. Fires the backhand as Duggar with the stick sticks that one aside. Now DeAngelis will chase this one down back in the Highlander end. Sends it across to Foley as the seniors connect up there. Sends that one across, trying to get it to Matt Costa. Costa, a young freshman out on the ice, getting his first postseason experience. Great opportunity for him. Doe at the point, fires that one in, goes wide of the net. Has been DiCarlo, another one of those younger players. DiCarlo, a sophomore out on the ice, much like Shane Doe. DeAngelis will fire that one across through the crease clean. Oh. Deflection comes all the way out, and Sanderson has speed into the attacking zone. Foley with the stick, sticks that one aside. Pinero looks to pick it up. Helped forward as Luis Antonio onto the ice surface for the Highlanders. His first opportunity out there as well. Another young sophomore for the Highlanders. As Dixon on the far boards, just a little bit ahead of that one as he's called for the offsides. Clock rolls. 5:10 remains in the game. Highlanders down by 6 as they close out, for all intents and purposes, their season and the tremendous careers of Seamus Foley, Matt DeAngelis, Chris Casesso, and Tim Jones here against Medfield, the number 2 team in the state, certainly playing like it, no doubt about that. Sanderson, his shot goes wide of Rosas. As Dixon picks it up, sends it around the boards to Gwaltney behind the net. That shot stopped by Rosas as Colin Rosas standing tall in his crease. Face-off stays in the Highlander end, 4:20 remaining in the game. Talking to head coach Kis Capazzo, he's very excited, so proud about his seniors, and so excited about the development that he's seen from his younger players, the sophomores on this team specifically. Shane Doe, Ben DiCarlo, just tremendous development that we've seen from them. Pasquale Candelino, a junior, great defenseman, really good, going to be a great pairing with Shane Doe on that blue line for the Highlanders next season. Looking forward to seeing what they can do. And of course, between the pipes, both Jackson and Rosas, excellent seasons for the young goalies as they're learning everything they possibly can like sponges right now. Clock rolls, 3:30 remaining. This one sent back to the point. Dacio sends it across. Fired up high of the goal. As DeAngelis lost the edge there. Maybe tripped on somebody's stick inadvertently. As the puck is sent forward, DeAngelis gets it in neutral ice. He's got speed into the zone. He's got Antonelli there. Antonelli looks to get it towards the net. Fires it through the crease. Doe will get it in neutral ice and fire that one in. Duggan will have to handle it for a second as he shoves it aside. Now DiCarlo off the bench, firing in. His shot blocked by Paggio. It's Paggio getting his first time on the ice. Foley will send this one up ice. Picked up by Dacios. As Dacios is in, Tim Jones with the poke check, couldn't quite get it cleanly. Shot attempt there. Did not get home. Rosas, though, does not have control of it. It's cleared away by Tim Jones. All the way down ice, Duggan had to deal with it. Now into neutral ice. Pinero will pick it up. Pinero's pass across, though, gets in, stolen away by Willie Marr, and Marr in against Rosas scores. 2 minutes remaining in the game. 8-1 is the lead for Medfield as they will await the winner of Linfield and North Middlesex Regional. Goal there for Willie Marr, his first of the season. Could very well be the first of his career as he is a senior He could go out on a postseason scoring note this season, as he now has a postseason goal to his record. Foley sends this one up ice. Tim Jones started. I should say Braden Hart trying to get that one, but it's taken away. Now Foley cycles it around. Pinching down is Cragen. Cragen started the scoring way back in the first. It was 1-0 after one period. But the depth and the talent of what we have here in front of us in terms of the Warriors and this number 2 ranked team just ground the Highlanders down. They owned possession. They played like the veteran playoff contenders that they are, and they will move on to face the winner of the 15-18 seed game, Linfield and North Middlesex. 30 seconds remaining in this one. Congratulations to those seniors. Want to say very quickly how proud I am of those seniors, everything they've accomplished. Had really great opportunities to see some great senior classes go into the playoffs so far this year for the Highlanders, as we've seen playoff action in the fall for boys soccer, girls soccer, as well as girls volleyball. We've seen playoff action here in the winter across the board for girls and boys basketball, as well as hockey. And so in the spring, make sure you keep it here on Somerville Ed TV and see what other playoff action we might find as the Warriors will move on to face the winner of Linfield and North Middlesex Regional. The Highlanders will end their season with an overall record of 11-11. These stellar careers of Seamus Foley, Tim Jones, Matt DeAngelis, and Chris Casesso will end with an overall postseason record of 2-3. 3 straight visits to the postseason, and 2 out of 3 years into the round of 32. So a great list of accomplishments for these seniors, a great learning experience for the younger players. It really is exciting to see what head coach Chris Capazzo might be able to come up with as he looks to rebuild after losing this great group of seniors. That's going to do it for us tonight here from Pirelli Veterans Arena. Thank you very much for watching at home. Really do appreciate it. Want to note very much, thank you very much, Tyler Orrego. All the work throughout the season has been a complete joy sharing the microphone with you tonight, or with you, Tyler. Missed you tonight. Thank you very much, Lenny Scaletta on camera. Lenny just couldn't get us this road win, but that's all right. You got us a playoff win. Thank you. On top of that, thank you very much, Ben Martin on direction. I am Todd Harmon, and you have been watching Somerville Highlander Playoff Hockey on Somerville Ed TV.